First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello everyone, this is Fox 12 Now. Thanks for joining us. I'm live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, but that is a live look right now at this moment as we're recording of Mount Hood from our Shriners camera in downtown Portland. It's looking pretty amazing out there, and there's a lot of wilderness out there and a lot of history, and that's what we're going to be talking about just a little bit to the north there of Mount Hood, the town of Corbett, and this entire area there. So we're going to be discussing this. I'll let you know why that is, because there you go, the Crown Point Country Museum. And this is something that you're going to be able to attend and go to with a big event this weekend, but it's going to be there for you to explore the history of the area. And it's really incredible. And to talk about this right now, we are going to be joined by Chuck Rollins, who is the president of the Crown Point Country Historical Society. And Chuck, thank you, very much for being here with us. I really appreciate your time. And yeah, I wanted to start off, would you mind telling us just a little bit about yourself and your involvement there with the organization?
Well, I'm actually the president of the society and been a member since 1974. And I have a passion for history, and I love talking to the old timers to hear their stories. And one of the things I've learned over the years is we all have a story to tell. And one of the nice things about our museum is this is where they're going to be able to tell the stories of what life was like prior to today. And our museum, we go from the indigenous people to the early pioneers and to the different industries that was started out here. And we plan on telling that story through our museum.
And, as you mentioned, everybody's got a story, and that's a lot of stories right there. I'm sure a lot of perspectives, a lot of different, things that have happened out there. And what do you think it is, let me ask you this just for yourself. You said that, you love history. What is it about history that you love and that would be transferred, into this society and this museum?
Well, it's the idea that you're part of something. So living here in Corbett, like I said, I started talking with the old timers and realized that I live in a community that has so much history that they can be proud of. It just makes you feel like you're part of the community and you have a better understanding of what life was like and why it is the way it is now.
It's such a beautiful area, for one, and then on top of that, this history of the people there. And I just want to pull this up just to give some people some examples here, because some of these old pictures, it's just amazing looking at this and thinking about, what life was like back then in this area that's, for so many of us is so close to get to, but it just, you're transported to a different time looking at these.
Yes. And those fishing pictures you just showed, some of the fish were over 100 pounds. In that particular picture, they're probably 60 to 70 pound fish, which you don't see anymore. Back in the day, they estimate up to 20 million fish would come up the Columbia and go all the way into Idaho. And the rule of thumb was the bigger the fish, the further upriver it had to go.
Wow. And seeing here, these are just some of these, look at all these. And just what that was like, and then taking a look here at this railroad station, and knowing that was there. The town, you can see the Corbett sign in the background. For people who come out to the museum, they can see these things and some of those stories, and probably learn some of those stories. What's the experience that you want them to have here coming out to the museum?
Well, I'd like them to feel that. What we've tried to do is make people feel that they're part of what's going on out here, and that everyone is welcome. And again, we want to hear your stories. We actually had our grade school children, do a fundraiser and raise $5,000 for our museum to help us build it. And you see the excitement in the old people when you talk to them. And when the kids come, you see the excitement that they have, knowing that they're part of something that they had no idea existed before their time. And so we would like people to come out and go, wow, a lot of things happened here, and a lot of things did happen. And that's what's so amazing for such a little community. We had 11 different school districts here at one time. and they all consolidated because everywhere people gathered, whether it was a logging community, a fishing community, or a farming community, they wanted to educate their children. And so our hope is that when people come, they'll see these things, that people did care about educating their children back in the 1870s and 80s. And so that's our hope, is that they get to feel that history is unique and that their families and people of that era, this is what life was like.
It seems like it would bring almost a sense of connection as well to that time, to be able to see these
Yes,
photos and see
it
these stories.
is. And that's one of the things we're really proud of is, well, a lot of things, but our exhibits, we cover the indigenous people, farming, fishing, logging, commercial industry, the building of the Columbia River Highway. And so we have a lot to share with people. And what we're finding out is people are really interested.
Yeah.
And so, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I interrupted. I was just agreeing that, yeah, I think people are definitely interested.
And we had an open house in August just to give people an idea so they could come see the building. We had over 1,000 people that day. And people had all kinds of questions and how can I help? What can I do? All of a sudden they wanted to become part of it. And that's what we want. We want people to leave feeling that they've learned a lot and that if they want to, they can come join us and be part of this.
Well, for people who want to now go out there and see this and experience what you all have created, can you tell us, just about the event and what the times are and that kind of thing, so they know where to go and when to be there?
Okay, a good question. We're planning on starting at 10 o'clock on Saturday, March 21st, this coming Saturday. And we're going to go for 5 hours. And we're going to be open on the weekends for now through the summer. And we will probably open more as we get more volunteers. And but our goal is 5 hours on each day on the weekends. We have a gift shop. And we will have outside displays, and of course we have our inside displays. So we'll be from 10 to 3 throughout the summer on the weekends for sure. And as I say, more volunteers, we will expand our open, but that's what we can do right now.
Well, that's great, and so people can get out there, see these, these photos, learn these stories, and see that connection to that area right there, and just how important that is in the community. So, Chuck, thank you very much. Is there anything else that you wanted to share?
I just want to share that I'm really proud of the people out here, and people from all over Portland have come out and supported us, and that's what's made this an enjoyable project. It's taken us 8 years to get the building built, but on the other hand, it's paid for. The land's paid for. Our goal was as we got funds, we would build, and it took us 8 years, but here we are.
There you are. You put in that work, and now you get to have this there for everybody to come out and enjoy it. Well, Chuck, thank you very much for joining us. I
Well,
really
thank you for
appreciate
having us on.
Yeah, congratulations. I will definitely be out there at some point to check this out myself. So,
Right, great. Thank you so much.
thanks, Chuck. And for everybody watching, this is Fox 12 Now. We're live streaming here, but you can watch these segments afterward on the Fox 12 Oregon app or our website. So plenty of places to go there and share these as well. We've got a lot more coming up here this afternoon. We have just over an hour left, and there's a lot of conversations and segments that we'll be having, including if there's breaking news, I'll bring you that as well. But for right now, we'll take a break. We'll switch it up just for a bit. I'll talk to you in a few. I'm Greg Nibler. This is Fox 12 Now.